Hey guys, a lot of people ask me why I play Airsoft, and the biggest reason's right here is my boy Hayden. He's my oldest boy, but my youngest boy's not here tonight. He also plays as well. So there's a lot of different reasons why I like to play it, but the biggest one is because watching these guys move and helping them grow, and also just having that general bonding time with my boys is the number one biggest reason to do it. Number two, and it's not in any particular order at this point, but number two, I'm completely soaking wet with sweat. We just went for like the last 3-4 hours, and it's an amazing workout as well. Especially when you are out here playing with a lot of kids, and I love listening to all the tactical guys out there say that, oh, Airsoft's a bunch of shit and all this other stuff. Well, I would challenge anybody to come in here, no matter how good you think you are, and play with a bunch of kids. First off, these guys move way faster than we do, okay? Because they're shorter, they're smaller, they can get through some of these little spaces in here like nobody's business. The next thing you know, you're getting shot from down here when you're always looking upright. So just as an example. So it's a lot of fun. We use it as a tool for team building for the company. So I'll bring all the staff in here and we'll play once or twice a week if we get the chance to. And that way we also get a chance to work on equipment. This is actually a really good environment. This is basically a CQB Simunitions house. We got live doors, we breach in here, we do everything, and we're using Airsoft just like UTMs or Simunition, all right? And so you got, of course, all the different mantras of Airsoft, from speed softers to milsim guys, just your general hobbyists and stuff. All of them are awesome. But we can take it to the next level and actually use our TTPs in our training and tactics using this stuff. And a lot of this is all real stuff, and a lot of people ask, well, what kind of gear do you use? And I'd also like to go through a rundown with that as well. Starting from head to toe, I use different uniforms all the time. This is actually uniforms. We get this through JK Army, the distributor for Flash Force. That's who makes this Tiger Stripe uniform. Got a Haley Strategic, our plate carrier, our micro chest rig. We got our belt that we're running now. Just kind of a little mag pouches here, M4 mag pouches, def flashlight, because we do a lot of low light stuff in here, a lot of laser work. We run nods in here and everything. I'm running a Umarex licensed Glock. This was custom done for me, and I'll put the link down below of the guy who did it, because I know there's a lot of people asking about this. It's got R13 sights on it, and it's got the X300 for the the Surefire Masterfire holster. I like using this in here because I use a lot of special application work stuff when I'm doing Airsoft, just playing around, and also testing it out as well. Solomon boots, OR gloves, helmets. I've learned the hard way. I used to come in here with just a baseball hat on and a pair of safety glasses. That doesn't work for me too much anymore. So I run an OpsCore carbon helmet with an amp system. It protects my ears, and I can communicate. We put our emitters or radios on and talk. And the OpsCore goggles sealed perfectly on the front of the lens, or on the lid of the helmet, and it's a complete seal, and it is phenomenal for Airsoft. As far as other gear, Hayden's wearing some of our early like 5 years ago prototype stuff, because he likes to get in my bin and steal all my gear. He's wearing a Trooper Clothing combat uniform, which is pretty tricked out. He's got a flat pack on the back, and the hangers, the Haley Strategic hangers, I would say a necessity for Airsoft unless you want to get shot in this region here. Okay. As far as guns, my go-to for today was the PTS Virgo. So the Virgo's a PDW variant, extended stock. Got an AIRTECH battery extender on here, so I can have a little bit better option for batteries. We've got the Speed QB, or the enhanced polymer magazines from PTS as well. PTS grips, both fore and pistol grip. Running an Airsoft PEC, so I can get laser and light out of it, and obviously maximizing my space here. We've also got the HOLOSUN red dot on here, which works really good for Airsoft as well, and also real steel. We've been using them on real guns, and they're phenomenal optics. They really are. So that's my go-to. So also Hayden's go-to. This is his, and we kind of share back and forth. Same variant. He's got a light kit on his for suppressor, for a tracer kit, so he fires the glow-in-the-dark BBs so he can see where he's shooting. Adds a lot of fun. Other fun guns. This is something new I'm playing with because these kids are really fast. So I needed a little bit of help. And this is the DT4 from Classic Army, dual mag, pretty cool system. And we call it the snake bite because you can probably see why. So that's pretty cool. HOLOSUN optic on top of that as well. Centurion, PTS M4 Centurion variant, great gun. And then here's a Crytac. I love working with the guys over at Crytac and Chris Vector. And this has been my go-to for a long time. HOLOSUN laser, real surefire IntelliBeam flashlight, SIG optic on a ScholarWorks mount. Got our sling on it, PTS stock and grip, BCM4 grip. So the gear is obviously, like you can see, is endless. You can almost do more stuff with this, with Airsoft, than you can anywhere else. And we have a lot of customers that are Airsofters. I mean, most all the real steel companies, as we call it in the Airsoft community, have a huge following. You know, kids like this is the future. This is why we cater to this community. So I get kind of upset, honestly, when people have this rifts between different communities, whether it's competitive shooters or Airsofters or milsim or real tacticians. When I think you can learn so much, man, if you just be a little adaptive and take a step into the unknown, and don't challenge it. Do not underestimate this cuisine before it's served to you, because once you come in here, you'll have a completely different thought process. And it gives you appreciation, and you can find how there's this as a training tool and as a bonding tool for family and friends and everybody else, or your corporate structures or whatever, is absolutely amazing. So, and I think Hayden can speak to that a lot.
And yeah, the reason why I started Airsoft was mostly because I used to go on the internet and watch some outdoor Airsoft videos. And I started getting into it with my dad and sometimes my brother. And eventually I started going out with my friends, and here we are now. I honestly think that Airsoft is pretty important, and it can be good for you physically and mentally, because it helps you think outside the box and be more aware. Today we just played with some pretty great people like Alphonse, Greg, the Haley Strategic team, my dad. So yeah, stay sharp, be safe.
That's my line, but you know what to do, guys.